You're confused. You think I'm on trial.
When I see her walk in, she is all confidence.
These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020.
When you went to D.C., did you go to the White House?
I did not go to the White House.
Fani Willis, the Fulton County DA that's prosecuting Trump for racketeering among his 91 current charges, is now under heavy fire from the Trump team looking to prolong his fate by any means possible, as they're digging into her personal life in hopes to have her removed from the case and then as a result have it thrown out altogether. Now, before I show you some of the fiery clips from Willis in this initial hearing, I want to note that all this resorts to mostly nonsense that Trump is trying to use as a get out of jail free card. For sure, I mean, the situation isn't ideal, but the idea that there's some conspiracy and a grown woman having a consensual relationship with a prosecutor on her own team, it's not like she was seducing the defense attorney, and this relationship would in no way alter the charges that were being brought, as the charges were brought before it began. And let's not forget that Trump is on trial for paying hush money to get nookie, and he's also civilly liable for sexual assault if we're going to talk about disqualifying behavior.
Your office objected to us getting Delta records for flights that you may have taken with Mr. Wade.
Well, no, look. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
This was the energy she kept the whole hearing, and she is exactly right. She is not the one on trial. She doesn't have to act like she is. She's not facing charges like Donald Trump is. This is all in hopes of painting it in a way that, oh, look, she's actually the bad one, not me, which just follows suit in this sort of MAGA approach, which rather than justify anything on the merits or defend it on the merits, they will just try to character assassinate you into looking worse than them, because that's all they really have to do, when in reality, even if there was some wrongdoing found, it doesn't change the fake elector scheme, the pressuring of high-ranking officials, and nor does it justify it in any way. It's just a cheap way of saying, well, what about her? Kind of in the same vein that a younger sibling tells on their older sibling the second they get caught doing something wrong.
My next question is based on her opening the door, and therefore I'll just ask it, and Your Honor can decide whether or not it's appropriate. When you went to D.C., did you go to the White House?
I did not go to the White House.
No, well, apparently I'm going to get the answer anyhow.
This is another Trump conspiracy that he floats around social media, but won't bring up under oath, of course. But now Fani Willis just debunked under oath that she somehow went to DC and met with Joe Biden and then coordinated these charges on Trump because the only reason he would be getting charged is the Biden DOJ, even though every weak attempt at using that talking point falls flat exactly like it did here. Hilariously though, Fox News brought in a body language expert in hopes to portray her as weak, only for it to backfire on them rather quickly. Take a look.
When I see her walk in, she is all confidence. If you watch her, she's walking in with a tight stride, and then interestingly enough, sits down and she does what we would call like a double leg. So she sits down almost in a mannish way where she does this 4-prong leg move, which displays confidence.
And the host is even sitting there like, oh God, we're supposed to be smearing her. Like, stop. But the body language expert was exactly right. She seemed to be the most confident person in the room by far. And she quickly shut down the Trump lawyer who came off rather weak and maybe inexperienced or anxious. I don't know exactly what it was. They'll be back on Friday with more of Willis on the stand, so I'm sure we'll get some more great clips of this for Saturday's segments. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3, because the only way we become a society is together.